Hello and welcome to the Edu-Leaders Show on the Edu Bulletin, where we bring you the latest insights and trends from the world of education. I'm Jessica, and I'm excited to guide you through this episode. We have an esteemed guest joining us, Rajendra Gupta, Director of Ved International School, Meerut. Why does he believe excessive reliance on AI is weakening students' problem-solving and critical thinking abilities? Now, let's move directly into our interview. Over to you, Mehak. Let's hear what Sir had to say.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mehak Verma, and I would like to welcome you all in Edu-Leaders Show. Today, we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Rajendra Gupta. He is the director of Ved International School. So, sir, before we delve into our conversation, I would like to know about your experience at the ISRO Space Science Exhibition.
I felt very good. Whatever the school has done, it is definitely going to boost the morale of students, right? We teach them a lot, but they get a chance to experiment their hands on the practical aspects. So this is really very good. And I suggest that everyone should actively participate in it, means other schools also. And the students should be given an opportunity to explore the world because sky is the limit, right?
Yes.
Science and technology, if I talk about, though it has reached its zenith, but still more has to be discovered. So I really appreciate what the school has done, and I think in the future it will continue.
And sir, how do you think these kinds of initiatives help in strengthening the education system from its core?
If I talk about this particularly science exhibition, right? What are the students they have been learning in the classes, right? In addition, means I always request my teachers let us make them aware what is happening all around us throughout globe, right? The students they are confined to a particular area, right? But they need to know something extra to encourage them to find to explore the world on their own. So this is a kind of an additional benefit the school has provided to the students, right? Introducing such kind of a program means exploring means whatever has been done in the space science technology so far, whatever the country has achieved. So through this program, the students they got a chance to learn more, right? To get into the depth of space, right? So they are learning, and I believe means it is going to encourage students to step into this. Some of the students they might means find they may treat as a good option to make their career in space. So this is something means special means students. If I talk about students, they know about engineering, they know about the NEET exam, but this something means scientific as are one of the fundamental duty is to develop scientific temperament in students, right? So this is something the students will get a sharp edge over others if they step into this field, space particularly.
True, sir. That is so true. But I want to know that in this rapidly changing world, what do you think is the one thing that should be mainly focused by schools?
Uh, Today means
In the digital world, with all the resources, AI coming up, and everything that is going on, what is the one major thing that every school must focus on?
a lot of things means science and technology. Later or sooner, you have to adopt it, right? You cannot ignore it for a long time. But the way the science and technology has developed and it has produced a number of means our contribution is very vast, right? But the students now they are using the shortcut method, AI, Chat GPT, and a number of things. Now they are using the same to they're not using it wisely, I must say, right? They are with the kind of a development the student should do on its own. I mean, their development part to some extent it has restricted these areas, though they are innovative, right? But these things should be prescribed means because students they have access to mobile phone, right? The parents they gave it. So now, if ever they come across a problem, they find a solution to that. So they'll stop means to a large extent they'll stop thinking. We should develop thinking means the rational in them, so that whenever they encounter a problem, They should come up with a solution on their own instead of just switching over to these apps and finding solution to them. So, means it has both pros and cons, I would say.
Yeah, that is true. But now I would like to ask that which is, according to you, the most underrated skill that a student must have with knowledge?
Uh, as per the discussion, Miss Himanshu sir, the secretary, he rightly said that means whatever we teach, we should generate curiosity in students, and we should the student they should be able to relate to it their day to day life. This way, we can encourage, we can develop maze foster, we can foster thinking, rational logic in them. So, what I believe is that means the schools they should have a pedagogy in which teachers should encourage students to think on their own, and they should teach in such a way that they relate the problem to their day to day life. That would be the best approach. So,
Okay.
so cramming that means something this should be avoided. Means, and one of the major problem is that if I talk about my area, amazing exceptions are always there. Barring few schools, language is the biggest problem, right? The students it means the things are imposed on them, and few students you will find everywhere. Means you go to every school, right? 8 to 10 students in every class you will find good. They are able to manage on their own. But what about the rest of the students? They have to cram the things. So instead of teaching them in such a way that they take genuine interest and they develop and they're slightly gradually the potential is developed in them, means these are the few critical areas where we need to address and we need to find the solutions to it. And language, I find it's a big barrier.
That is so true. Now I would like to sum this conversation up with just a last question that if you could change or improve something in today's education system, what would it be?
Means we had a very strong traditions and culture in our country, right? If I talk about the Western countries, some of the countries even they are following the traditions and the cultures which were adopted and which were followed in our country. Means over the period of time things have become obsolete and people they are forgetting the tradition condition. We should integrate a system. We should create a system where our traditions and cultures are valued and obviously means scientific temperament and to a big extent means the Western countries they have contributed a lot in science and technology. So we should try to develop a system where all the things can be integrated, keeping the culture and traditions on the top priority. And simultaneously, we should develop the scientific temperament in our students, but not at the cost of cultural and traditions.
True. Thank you so much, sir, for your wise words. I think this will actually reflect on students as well as teachers. Thank you so much for taking out your
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you for joining us for this enlightening discussion. We hope you found it as insightful and inspiring as we did. Save the number 72170701000 and send hi on WhatsApp to receive daily educational news updates and inspiring interviews from the Edu Bulletin.